when they catch you? What will you do if they break you? If you continue to fight? What will you become?
Red Dreaded Entertainment, my name is Akasan.
Hey Super Crew, this is DC-san.
Yes, we're just thumbing through some information through SoftBank here. I'm just gonna show this off every time, the fact that Dante is once again gracing the cover of my magazines and such.
Yes, for those who may not know, I've been doing the SoftBank commercials with the family for 10 years.
They know who you are.
And 11 and some change by myself total. And it's been fun.
If you come to Japan right now, he's all over Shibuya right now. Every day I go to work. Yeah, you're a star. But speaking of Star Wars, let's talk about. I think that was why I segued it perfectly. Yeah, let's see what's this new Star Wars. Now, what is the
one of my favorite T-shirts? I had one earlier. Isn't that cool?
What the hell was it called?
Because I like Jedi.
Star Wars: The Old Republic
Betrayal.
Betrayal.
Yeah.
What is it? It's a game.
It's so for the KOTOR. Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah. Okay, KOTOR. Okay.
So it was a online game that they had going on for a while. They had a few issues, and basically they stopped it. It's been told recently that they may be rebooting it, giving it a better engine and things, and they may be releasing it hopefully within the next year or two, but not sure because Battlefront came out.
Was that the same game? Was it connected to the same one where like the Sith characters betrayed someone and like they fly down in a ship and there was this one dude with a hat, like a cowboy hat or something like that?
So what he's speaking of is the second trailer from the Knights of the Old Republic, and yes.
Okay, so that was all connected.
That's all connected to the story, but this particular trailer is supposed to be just before that. So what ends up happening for those who...
What about the ones with the brothers?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Okay,
so
that's before.
That storyline is dealing with the Emperor at that time basically sending his twin sons out to take out both Jedi and Sith.
Okay.
Because at this point,
so they're not aligned.
They're Force users, but they're not aligned with the Jedi or the Sith. Okay. That's why when you see them and they come back, they put their lightsabers down, they unroll these scrolls. Right. Those scrolls are from both sides.
Okay.
So the battle scenes that you're watching them basically.
But they're not gray Jedis. They're not gray Siths.
No.
Okay.
No.
Jeez. Okay.
They're Force users. Okay. They can be considered gray, but technically they're not.
Is there anything I need to know before watching this one then?
That it's absolutely badass.
That's it?
Yep.
So I don't need to know what side they're on or whatever?
Nope.
Okay, just enjoy. Okay.
No, because you've already seen that one. So you think of them, we'll say for the sake of this conversation and discussion, they're in the gray area, the gray zone.
So they're gray Force users.
Yes.
Okay. Here we go.
Sorry, I like the way this trailer played. It was great. And dude, the costumes, considering what was back in the day, the armor and costumes are beautiful.
Ha! Nice.
Cool.
Oh, the boys. Okay. You can tell when something's going to be really cool just based on the graphics sometimes.
Yep.
Another. Fight.
fuck?
Notice Daddy's watching. It's led to believe that he didn't know up until that point. Isn't that scary?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this was 3,000 years before.
Episode 1.
Yeah, these outfits, ships, and things look so much cooler.
Oh wait, that's the mom?
No,
No, that's her saving another young child.
no, that's her saving the same child. That same child, what you were seeing there, where she's surrounded by monks,
Right.
is her changing.
Right.
And that's them basically torturing her and and getting her basically intuned. And she's coming back to save her student. She's awesome. In the middle of the fight, she puts her damn lightsaber up and hunts him. It's like, oh my god!
I like the camera work. That's awesome. Wow. Wow. Ah! Nice.
She took her
Nice.
lightsaber,
That was
threw
nice.
it, hit dude in the head, had it come around, catch it, and stab somebody else. Awesome.
Babe, come on.
Oh shit.
A dark acolyte. Did you notice the mist around her when she walked up? Badass.
Huh.
That was awesome. Oh my goodness, I can't wait till December.
So
You seem
the
confused.
yeah, okay. So So it was a
Where'd
time
this
jump
start?
that was kind of weird. So okay, the little girl gets abducted. From that wasn't her mom. She was being abducted
No,
from.
so remember.
that was just a trainer.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
that,
so
that was her master.
so it's not a mom.
no.
Okay. All right. So the little girl gets abducted, then are taken with her father. That's
Yeah.
her father, right?
So initially, what happens is the father is thinking and feeling that his sons are the only ones that are in tune with the Force. So that's why he's having them trained. And because that's his daughter, he doesn't want to have her involved in that kind of thing.
Right.
So he hires someone to look after her, and then eventually finding out she's Force sensitive to train her.
Right.
But when he finds out how powerful she is,
she takes her away to get really trained.
Yes.
She grows up, but that same trainer, not her mom, but her same trainer
think of it
comes
as
to
her
rescue.
master. Yes.
Okay.
Her teacher comes back to rescue her.
Okay.
Because she feels the pain that she's going through, so she feels like she's being tortured.
I got it.
And she's in a bad place.
So
but she
then
doesn't realize that she's already been turned.
Right.
By that point.
But then later,
she comes
years
back,
later,
she comes back
into the
after
dark.
a battle.
Right.
And the way that happens, you don't know if the master's the one that did all that or the student. But it's the student that killed all those people.
Right.
That's why she was so confused. Like, how did this happen?
Got it.
And she's looking, and that clue was that little
elephant,
the animal that that was made. And then when her student is walking up, if you watch it again, I'm going to say it, watch it again later, but I'm almost 100% positive at the end of the corridor where she's walking in, there's this glow that's over her, and it's like her force is literally moving everything out of her way. And then when they show her, this is, like you said, several years later, and they're going to end up having to fight each other because those are the two main characters for that little.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm like, oh man.
So there's more.
Yeah, there's much more.
So wait.
There's much more because
who do you play with? Who do you play as?
So
in the game?
in KOTOR, you actually make your own character.
Okay.
But just like any other game, there are like these in-game add-ons and things, DLCs and things. That's a DLC for it.
Oh, okay.
So the cool part about that is when you watch the storyline with the two brothers, okay, you watched all of it, right? So I don't spoil it.
Yeah.
Okay. So for those who haven't watched, spoiler, one of them dies.
Right.
The father basically pit them against each other. So you watch that trailer, and they're constantly fighting, doing their father's bidding, coming back, and he doesn't seem satisfied. It's like, hey, what's up? Because there can only be one of them.
So who's the father then? Like
The father's the emperor.
Oh. I don't remember.
So basically, what you're watching from. So it's the father watching his kids do his bidding.
Okay.
And for the boys, only one of them can take that position.
So he's in the same role as Dark Sith.
Think of it. You can think of it like that, yeah.
But I mean, Palpatine,
so
right?
We'll put it in simple terms. Yes.
So he was in the same role as Palpatine, but it's the old Republic.
Yes, and he's training. He's training someone to take his place, but only one of them can do it. Two people can't.
Right. There can only be two. Yeah.
You're like master and student.
Right.
Yeah, but in this case, thinking throne.
Okay.
Remember, when he passes, he got to pass down to somebody, right? Someone's got to take his place. And that someone has to be as ruthless as him. Because he's looking as, this is my kingdom, I'm expanding it. I will do whatever it takes to protect my family and anything else.
But they're force
sensitive.
Is the Emperor force sensitive? We don't know. Okay. But they're force sensitive. Okay, so who are the mystic type people?
So when it comes with
cloaks and shit.
So
the
those are basically, look at them as monks in the temple, whether it be Jedi or Sith, to train force sensitive persons and or beings. But even then, they open up your potential to a completely different level.
Okay, where are the Jedi in all this, and where are the Sith in all this?
Same place they are with everything else throughout the galaxy. That's why he's sending them on these campaigns to take over, because if he takes them out, you're taking out your competition.
So what happened to the old Republic then? Like
this is the old Republic. These people, they fell. Every kingdom falls.
Okay.
And it's like, why? And that's the story you're playing out. Why did this kingdom fall?
Okay.
Who made it fall?
And why are they not mentioned ever again in The Force Awakens or anything like that?
Remember, this is 3,000 years before that. And actually, when Force Awakens happens...
I'm sorry, what about Episode 1?
3,000 years before that.
Fuck. God damn.
So you have to remember, all of this, between 1 to 3,000 years, 1 to 3,000 years before any of this happens.
Okay, no Yoda?
No.
Who's the other oldest motherfucker?
Yoda
Palpatine.
Would be... And what they've said is... Maz is actually a little older than Yoda.
Right.
But so even she's not around at this point. But it can be considered that her ancestors are somewhere within...
Okay, well then is it fair to say then that the...
Snoke? No.
Oh, not Snoke. Is it fair to
Hopefully
say
not.
that the light and the dark side are even around at that time?
Yeah, that's what the Jedi and Sith are, because the
But
Jedi,
that's what I'm saying. Were
and the
Jedi's
Sith.
around?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
why when you watch the Brothers trailer, they're hunting.
that's right, they are-
and
they're
they're hunting
training in
down
the- right,
Jedi and they're
right.
hunting down Sith.
Oh
Both.
my god. Yeah, that's right. And then the previous trailers, they had lightsabers also.
Yeah. So basically, the yellow lightsabers are basically used for guard and for battle.
Okay.
Specifically, you have blue. You have different classes of lightsabers and colors. There's like a breakdown for it that you can look up. But for the most part, you have ones for guardians. You have ones for. Wow,
It's okay.
It's a long list.
I get it.
Put it this way:
More importantly,
the reason they're using yellow on simple terms, so the viewer can decipher who they are. They are in the middle. They're there to do battle. They're there to do what they're sent out to do, and that's basically to conquer.
In what role?
They're literally your knights.
I get it. Knights of the Old Republic.
Yes.
Yeah. So, with that all said,
Hmm.
where is Jar Jar?
Seriously?
Red Dreaded Nation, stand up, speak up. Let me know what you
Yikes.
guys think of KOTOR. Is that what you call
Yes,
it for short?
KOTOR.
KOTOR. All right, so you played a game
Yeah. I played.
on PC, of course.
You
Wait, what
played on
style
the-
is it? Is it
So they
Immorph or?
Well, the thing is, they're trying to get it re-released, and if they get it re-released, it'll also be for consoles. The catch to it is there's an issue with Battlefront. So right now it's like
It's
a licensing
fucking
thing.
expensive.
It's
for
not. No.
nothing?
It's not that. It's not that it's expensive. It's a matter of if people have. will
why would they play? Yeah,
Battlefront
yeah,
and
yeah.
vice versa. So it's a marketing thing. But
Maybe
for the
better
most
to keep
part-
it on PC then. Just-
On any format, I think it's good that they have, because you have people that like the older stories
Yeah.
as opposed to the newer stories.
yeah.
And they're both good. So it's just, I think if you have it out there, it markets to everybody.
As long as the DLC isn't a goddamn arm and leg.
This is what, like $40?
Star
30?
Wars? No, that shit was like
30
a-
for, no. On the end of the clip, I think it
Oh,
was 30 or
I'm
40.
talking about console. When they released it on
Ah,
console and all
gotcha,
that.
gotcha.
Like when a PC, of course you can get it much cheaper.
Cheaper, yeah.
But when they put it on console, like that was the whole reason I didn't get Star Wars Battlefront, because I'm like, I'm not paying
$60,
fucking
$70.
$60 for this shit that doesn't even have a relatively decent single player campaign. Because as I said, I'm not really in
Yeah.
it for multiplayer so much.
Yeah.
So.
Not having single player storylines and things in
Especially
the games
for
is
something like that.
a huge
Especially
minus.
for a story with like Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's so like I'm loving what I just saw, but if it's not something that I can actually like Star Killer, follow someone, be someone.
Well, you have
I'm not really into
in-game
all that.
storylines, but then you also have the option of doing multiplayer, which is great if you have someone that can team up with you.
Yeah.
So hey,
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let me know what you guys think. We're out of here.
same
guys.
here, Super Crew.
Peace.
Let me know.